A show about fun and entertaining coming up next. Hi, I'm Alan Smith. Welcome to the show. Today we're going to have a lot of fun. It's all about entertaining, whether it's a large group, a small group, or just having fun with some of the little ones in your family. We'll head up to Loco ropes and swing through the trees on a zip line. It's so much fun. I'll also share some ideas on creating a fun table setting for a small group of people and a really large group as well. Plus we'll visit my friend's outdoor living area that's perfect for a spring or summer gathering. You gotta love those outdoor rooms. And I've got a great raspberry tea recipe to share. And as always, we've got a viewer question to answer. So as you can see, there's an exciting lineup ahead. Can't wait to get started, but first we have to take a quick break and we'll be right back. I don't know about you, but I'm a big kid at heart, and that's why I love to visit Loco ropes, where I got to weave my way through the treetops on a zip line. Now, if you love trees as much as I have, you've got to take a look at them from this perspective. I'm up in a tower 50 feet above the ground looking at this canopy of trees. You can see oaks, you can see dogwoods, sycamores, maples, the whole works. We're on a zip line, and I'm about to zip. We're going to go 300 feet out there and 300 feet back. Right from the top, I see hickory and oak, and there's a maple. Judy, this is quite a happening spot. Everybody's very excited about the zip line.
Oh, yeah, they are. People really enjoy the flying pig zip line. We have, just yesterday or the day before, we had an 83-year-old woman, our new record holder.
What is the most exciting component of it for you?
I love how it's bringing families together and friends. This is a wonderful opportunity to get outdoors, enjoy nature, and it brings all ages together too. I had one participant tell me, she said, "You realize we're making friends out there?" She said, "We come in there as strangers, but we're making friends while we're up there in the trees." So it's been really good adventure, and I'm very thankful for how people are responding to it.
The zip line strikes me as a great activity for people to connect with nature in a totally different way.
It is. It is low impact as far as the design and the construction of it, and it's a wonderful way to have people grow to appreciate what we have here.
So you really don't have to be an athlete to do this, do you?
That's right, you don't. It's ageless. You know, you have little guys and then you have the adults, and everybody's truly having a good time together, so it's great bonding. We have something for everybody. You know, we have the tower adventures on a walk-up basis. They can do the zip line, and we have a motorized trolley that brings you back, so it's a round trip. We've got the hot shot free fall, which is of course a one-way trip. And then we've got the planks peak with the climbing wall, so they get 5 attempts there, and it's a good workout. We have choices from beginner to advanced, so you know, all ages there. And then our treetop adventure, we offer, you know, a short version and a long version. So those that want to just get a taste of it, they can do that, and those that want to spend more of the day, they can do that too. So we're challenging, you know, our college kids, and we're challenging our little guys and our older people. It's neat. And we have a nice long season, open 7 days a week.
I bet it's beautiful to see this canopy of trees in the fall.
Oh, it is. It's just beautiful.
Flying
really
through the trees with the leaves changing colors.
Exactly, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Well, check out this inspiring outdoor living space, and I'll give you some tablescaping tips after the break, so stay tuned. Last summer, I spent some time in eastern Oklahoma visiting my friend Heidi Berry. I really enjoyed the table setting she assembled for our backyard barbecue, so I want to show you how something so simple can really make a big impact. Just take a look at this beautiful summer tablescape Heidi's created. It's out here in this living space behind the house, and I love the dark colors that she's used. They echo some of the architecture on the home. There are pergolas that extend that create outdoor rooms. They're painted dark brown, and it's also echoed in the large stone that spills water into the pool. And then on this end, there's a separate pergola, almost its own dining room here with this dining table and chairs. In the center, there's an agave, one called octopus agave, and it's surrounded with sempervivums and sedums. Nothing could be easier to grow, but what a beautiful centerpiece. And then to echo this summer theme, there are individual vases of black-eyed Susans down the center of the table. A very casual, natural feel comes through in the placemats and also the decorative spheres or orbs that are on the table made of natural materials. I really love the way she's used the mixed colors, but all kind of in the same earth tones of the dishes, the bowls, the plates, and so forth. And then for the drinking glasses, some old-fashioned mason jars filled with a very cool beverage. It's a beautiful display and I can't wait to enjoy it. Okay, now we're going to take a step back to a few months earlier in the spring where a friend of mine remodeled their backyard living space. Let's have a look. I think you'll be inspired. You know, there's nothing like a beautiful outdoor living space to enjoy during those wonderful months where you can spend outdoors, like spring, summer, and certainly into the fall. This is a project that we worked on several years ago where we began working on a remodeling of the entire house. We worked in the front first, but eventually found ourselves back here creating this outdoor living space that integrates itself well into the garden as a transition from home to outdoors. It was important that the style of this space reflect the original style of the house, which is colonial revival. So what we did in the back was really create new rooms for the home, these just being outside. So we created a dining room and then next to it, a sitting room. Both of these rooms are outfitted with the same kind of furnishings and accessories that you would find inside the home that make it comfortable. Inside these spaces, I'd like to draw attention to some of the furnishings that were chosen. You see, the whole theme is based around a blue and white color theme, so wicker was a natural. We used both vintage and new pieces, as well as some rustic tables and chairs. For both the dining area and the sitting room, blue and white was a theme with all of the fabrics that are used in pillows, tablecloths, and upholstery. And on one of the main walls, between two carriage lanterns, we did a composition of English transferware platters and plates. I think this does a good job anchoring this particular wall. And of course, no outdoor living space would be complete without plants. So as you can see, in the shady areas under cover, we used ferns, and in the sun, we used blooming perennials and tropicals, such as blue plumbago and a collection of containers with mixed compositions. I have to say one of my favorite elements in this ensemble of outdoor rooms is this firebox. It looks like it could be inside a home. It has a painting above, some lanterns on either side, a centerpiece, some flowers. It's perfect for having a glass of wine by a fire. A wonderful gathering place for the family. Okay, we're going to take a short break, but when we come back, I'll show you how we get ready for big parties here at the farm, so stay tuned. You know, when I have just a few friends over, I really enjoy entertaining out here on the back porch. This table serves as a buffet and I can fill it with all kinds of nibbles. Cheese and crackers, hummus and chips, fruit, something to drink, and then I'll go down into the garden and gather up containers of herbs. They're a great way to set a table. Of course, when we do things on a larger scale, everything changes. So why don't I give you an idea how we go about that? Well, we are having such a good time getting set up for this herb and rose event. We've had the opening of the rose garden. Now we're getting the tables all laid for a wonderful meal. And I wanted to have a little fun here. I wanted to mix both herbs and roses. So let's start with the herbs first. So the plant I just placed here is a variegated pineapple mint, wonderful aroma. And I've planted it in simple terracotta pots. That's the theme here because we're really going with apricot, oranges, those sorts of colors, so they work beautifully with terracotta. And here I've placed in a different size container oregano, and in this tiny little container is a little sage plant. But by grouping these three different shapes and sizes together, it makes it more visually interesting. Now let's move from this over to some robust color. Just take a look at what we have here in these flower arrangements. A beautiful mixture of Gilbert daisies, roses, and snapdragons, and a few lilies thrown in. Again, sort of picking up that warm apricot color. Now, I'm really big about color echoes, staying with the color theme. And if you look closely, what we've done is we've mixed up the napkins. So the linens are all different colors, but they're all within those warm colors, yellow, red, orange. And to carry out that theme, we've also used these votives, but we're using this beautiful colored glass in the same color theme. So these are going to glow beautifully once the sun goes down, which leads me to talk about mold trick by taking limbs and wrapping them with Christmas lights, which really adds a festive touch. The centerpiece, well, it's just an elaboration of these smaller arrangements where we took an urn and just filled it full of all kinds of flowers, some bought and many gathered right here on the farm. Okay, and I should point out another constant here, the color white. We have white chairs, white plates, and white linens. So it all blends together. All right, so the party started, I better get ready. I really enjoy receiving viewer mail, and particularly questions. It's always fun to know what you all are interested in. And today I have a letter from Jasmine from Indiana. She's interested in doing some window treatments, but she's not sure whether to go with Roman shades or vertical blinds or some type of drapery treatment. So why don't we ask a friend of mine, Zach Gibbs, who's an expert in this. He's from the Shade Store. Zach, I have to say, this is one of my favorite rooms of the house. I spend a lot of time here.
It's an unbelievable kitchen. What was the, design, the vision going into it?
The kitchen, this bank of windows faces the east, and so in the morning you just get this flood of light coming in, which, is great. Who needs coffee with that much light coming in? It can get really intense. So I really like this window treatment that you all have come up with these Roman shades.
We went with the flat Roman style to keep it simple yet add that decorative element, while most important, giving you the option to cut out the light, when it's really beaming through here.
Yeah, sure. Well, what I love about the style of the flat Roman shade is it's very tailored, and it feels like this kitchen, because this kitchen is very sort of clean lined and
a lot
contemporary.
Exactly. So this has as well fine lines, very simple, pleats nice and crisp and clean. Works very well.
I like the beaded chain too, because you're working in the kitchen, there's no telling what you're going to have on your hands, and you don't want to soil the fabric or cord that might be made out of cloth.
It's an upgraded lift system, so it offers great stacking memory when you're cooking and your hands are messy. It allows you to really raise and lower the shade nice and easy.
The fabric used in Roman shades, you can just about use anything you want, can't you?
Anything, pretty much.
Patterned, rough texture, smooth.
Absolutely. In this case, you went with the natural linen.
Yeah, I love the natural feel of linen. It seems to feel like what we've done here at the farm everywhere, so that's consistent.
Yeah, complements the house.
And I like the color a lot. Well, the color theme in this kitchen is largely various shades of white and a little bit of green on the walls, so it's a perfect match.
Yeah, we didn't want to go too intense with the color statement, but the subtle additions of this greenish blue is perfect.
The cool green in here, I think, really sets a lovely tone.
Absolutely.
In looking at these windows, they're fairly shallow up there, and there's not a lot of room to work, but it looks like the shade is flush with that inset.
Yeah, we wanted to keep the shades within the window casing so they don't intrude into the room. So what we did was we customized the headrail, which allowed us to mount these within the window frame, and it came out great, I think.
Oh, it did. I'm really pleased. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Looks great.
Well, Jasmine, I hope that helps. Good luck with your project. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, my friend Heidi Berry is going to share her delicious raspberry tea recipe, so don't go away. Now, earlier in the show, we had a fabulous table setting at my friend Heidi Berry's home in Oklahoma. While we were there, she shared her raspberry iced tea recipe with me, and it was delicious. Well, speaking of friends and neighbors and sharing, I tell you, I love this drink. Are you ready for a little more?
I would love some more.
I want you to share this recipe.
I'd
It's so
love to.
refreshing.
Thank you. It is a great summer drink, and it, as you can see, mint from the garden.
Mm-hmm.
This is a raspberry-infused iced tea. You take fresh raspberries, sugar, of course, mint from the garden. You want to muddle that together with a pinch of baking soda to retain.
Baking soda.
Yes, to retain the beautiful red color.
Now, how much sugar did you use?
1 cup.
1
cup of sugar.
How many berries?
About 3 cups of fresh raspberries, and then just a handful of mint. It's no real measurement there.
Yeah, it just depends on how much you like mint.
That's right, how minty you are. But yes, you're gonna add your raspberries, your mint, and your sugar, a little baking soda, keep the color as we talked about. You muddle that together, and then you want to take 4 cups of water, boil that, add 2 family-sized tea bags, let that seep, and then let that cool. Let the tea cool, and then you want to infuse that into your berry and your mint mixture. You want to let that sit for about an hour, okay? Then we're going to put that through a strainer, push it through a strainer real good, get all that wonderful berry flavor and mint flavor out, and then you're going to return the liquid mixture and the tea back to a pitcher and add 4 cups of cold water, pour it over ice, and enjoy.
It is fantastic.
And another fun thing I've found, this makes a great foundation for a mixer with your favorite adult beverage. You can do equal parts with lemonade.
Lemonade, yeah.
So it's a very refreshing and fun summer beverage.
Well, cheers to your garden.
Well, cheers to you. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you so much for having us.
Well, you're welcome, and thank you for helping inspire us.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's show. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. And if there's anything you missed, like that mint raspberry tea, which is very delicious, you know you can always go to my website, pallensmith.com. Until next time, from the garden, I'm Alan Smith. Ooh, that looks yummy.
In this garden I dream of a bed of flowers. Bluebirds sing of the beauty all around us. And every time the sun comes out, I can't help but smile. Oh, no, I can't help but smile.